What if you keep making mistakes without being aware of those mistakes? You're gonna keep making those mistakes over and over again, right? You need somebody in your life to tell you that these are the mistakes that you've been making. And I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna talk about common 8 mistakes that everybody's doing, that everybody's making, almost everybody's making. So let's watch this video till the end and find out. The very first mistake is using the word listen. I've seen people saying, I love listening English music, I love listening classical music, I am listening Sonu Nigam or something like that. You simply can't do that because listening is not a transitive verb. It needs to be followed by the preposition to. You always listen to something. I'm listening to you, all right? I am listening to a song. I love listening to your sister or something like that. You always listen to something or somebody. So make sure whenever you use the word listen, it is followed by the preposition to. The number 2 and the most common mistake is using the word revert. How many times have you seen people saying, I'll revert back to you? I'll revert back to you. You can't say that because revert itself means to get back to somebody. All right? When do you reply? When somebody has already approached you, when somebody has already messaged you, that's when you reply, right? So you don't need to use the word back because back is already included in reply or revert. So it becomes redundant when you use it again. So just say, I'll revert to you. I'll revert to your text. But don't say I'll revert back to you. That's an error. That's a mistake that almost everybody is doing. That's mistake number 2. The third mistake is using stative verbs in continuous tenses. What are stative verbs? Stative verbs are the verbs that are used to show a particular state of being, not an action. Like love, hate, understand, like, right? You cannot use them in continuous tenses. So you cannot say I am loving you, I am hating you, I am liking it. You can't say that, though you've seen people using it, but that's incorrect. If you want to be grammatically correct, technically correct, make sure you don't use stative verbs in continuous tenses. And you have the list of stative verbs here, so you don't have to worry about it. That's mistake number 3. The fourth mistake is using the word before incorrectly. We use it as an adverb to give information about the time of the action. But that's not how the word before is used. If you want to give information about the time of the action, to introduce the time of the action, use ago, not before. How many times have we seen people saying, I met him 2 days before. I performed this action a week before. That's incorrect. You can't say that. You'll say, I met him 2 days ago. I performed this action a week ago. Before is used to bring 2 sentences together, 2 clauses together. I had already left my home before he came. He came is a clause. I had already left my house is a clause. So it's bringing 2 clauses together. So make sure whenever you want to give information about the time of the action, use ago, not before. Here is the 5th mistake, and that is using the word subscribe incorrectly. Subscribe is not a transitive verb, hence it needs to be followed by the preposition to. You always subscribe to something. Do subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my thoughts, all right? I will subscribe to your ebook, something like that. But how many times have you seen people saying, subscribe my channel? You subscribe my channel, I will subscribe your channel. How many times have you seen people saying this? Many, right? So it's a mistake that almost everybody does, and make sure you don't repeat it. Subscribe is always followed by the preposition to. You always subscribe to something, all right? Subscribe to my channel. Here is the 7th mistake. I've seen a lot of people saying, I am living here for 10 years. I am working here for 7 months or something like that. See, whenever you use present continuous tense, you just talk about what's happening right now at this moment. At a particular moment, right now, what is happening. You don't talk about how long has it been happening. You never do that. This is something that you do in present perfect continuous tense. In present continuous tense, you never talk about the time duration or how long has the action been happening. You just say, at this particular point of time in present, something is happening, something is going on. You never talk about the time duration of the action. This is the 7th mistake. The 8th mistake is using an indirect object after the word say. You can't do that. After the word say, you use a direct object. But we've seen people saying, he said me a story. I will say you something. You can't say that, right? You have a direct object after the word say. I said something to you. I said sorry to you. I said, come back to me, right? Something like that. Never use an indirect object after the word say. So that is about today's lesson, guys, and I'm pretty sure you enjoyed watching this video and you will not repeat these mistakes anymore. And if you like the video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you very soon with a new topic, with a new video. Till then, keep learning, have fun. I'm out. Namaskar.